Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge 258. Let's get into today's video. So, in today's video, we're going to be looking at the top 5 players to watch in Chelsea's preseason in the USA and doing the Premier League tour as well in the USA. Let's get into it. So, my first player to look at is Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson is our only number 1 senior striker currently at the football club. Nkuku is also technically a striker, but he's more so plays in the number 10 position. But Nicholas Jackson is very much the main number 9. Broha is still recovering from his injury, and the club are clearly not going to be playing Lukaku, and they're definitely not going to be playing Aubameyang either, who both looking to be set to leave the club. Nicholas Jackson, this is your time to really cement yourself in pre-season and show that you have the ability to become the number 1 striker for the football club. I know the club have bought you for around about 30 million plus. Yes, the club may have seen you as a good option to buy, with the current striker market being expensive it is and being a very hard market to get a top striker from. Nicholas Jackson has to show, in my opinion, his levels to be able to say, oh, he can be a starting striker for Chelsea Football Club. You've got games against Newcastle and Brighton in pre-season. While yes, pre-season may not be, such a big thing as showing your level against these top teams, mid-table teams, I should say, sorry, not top teams. But at the end of the day, this is when Nicholas Jackson has to shine and show that he can lead at the front. And although I do understand there'll be teething faces as he's coming from La Liga to the Premier League, it is a necessary thing, in my opinion, that Nicholas Jackson impresses in pre-season if he is to be able to show that he can play the number 1 striker position. But those are just my thoughts on Nicholas Jackson. I hope he also does well anyway, because as I've said to you guys before, the striker market is not looking too good. Cola 1 is being quoted at 100 million, which is quite ridiculous in my mind. And the only other striker that the club would probably be looking at is Ivan Toney. He's only available till January. And if you want to get someone like a Toney in January, Nicholas Jackson has to be able to hold a fort and he has to be able to show it. That's why, in my mind, Nicholas Jackson has to be impressing as much as possible in pre-season. So that's the first player that I would be looking to watch. The second player I'll be looking to watch at is Ian Matson. And the reason why for me is that Ian Matson has a good opportunity, in my opinion, to be able to become the backup left back to Ben Chilwell. I think there's no doubt in my mind that Ben Chilwell will be the number 1 left back, but Ian Matson, particularly coming off an amazing loan season at Burnley, where his club was also promoted, has the best chance to be able to outdo Cucurella in that position. Poch, he's very much a Poch style of left back, who's fast, very good, can overlap as well, and as such, I think for me, in my opinion, he will work really well on the Poch system. This is why Poch has also kept him for pre-season as well. And in my opinion, if Ian Matson does really well, the club is already looking to try and find a way out with Cucurella. He will literally be able to cement himself as the backup left back, and I think again with Matson, has load of potential, and I really believe that he is ready to be that backup for us, and he could even take over Chilwell if he continues to improve under a Poch, under Pochettino, and gets even better. So for me, Ian Matson is my next player to watch. I have high faith in him, in my opinion. I do believe he'll be able to do the job. Ian Matson for me, number 2 to watch, and hopefully he'll do well. Number 3 is actually, I've got 2 players in my opinion, and that is Diego Marrero and Angel Gabriel. So as we know, the right wing position currently is Noni Madueke's, and the backup, there is currently no backup, although you can make the argument that Sterling, if necessary, can make the switch there, However, in my opinion, there is not a really clear right wing backup. I believe both Diego Marrero and Angel Gabriel have a fantastic opportunity right now to try and impress Pochettino, show that they are able to play at a good level to be a good enough backup and develop under that background position to help give some challenge to Noni Madueke, and show that they can take it to that level, particularly with Angel Gabriel and Diego Marrero. Although Diego Marrero, of course, is initially more on the left wing, he's also able to play on the right wing as well, which is why I'm saying that he could obviously make that position his own as a backup as well. Both of these players are excellent talents. Diego Marrero, from what we know, was one of the best talents coming out of the Benfica academy. The reason why he's set out the majority of last season was because of the fact that he wouldn't sign a contract with Benfica. Angel Gabriel is highly rated talent from Santos on the right wing as well, which I've spoken about. If you want to check out a player scout that I've done on him on Angel Gabriel, you can have a look. But I think these guys have now an excellent opportunity to show that they can be good backups right now and have the ability to, to challenge Noni Madueke for that position as well. And I do think they have the talent to do so at the end of the day. If they're able to do it, the only good thing that could come out of it is that you're a backup for Chelsea Football Club. You know that Noni Madueke, even though I'm a big fan of his, has been known to have a few muscle injuries which have kept him out of the game. That could be an ample opportunity for you to go and grab a chance for you to take that number 1 position in the right wing. So if I'm them, you're looking to try and set an example, show your levels, and be able to be that number 1 right winger as well. So that's the first 3 that I've gone down. Let's go on to the next 2. The first one for me personally is Andre Santos, and there is a big reason as to why. As we know, the club is obviously looking at Moises Caicedo to be the main, number 1 alongside Enzo Fernandez, and we need obviously a backup to Caicedo. Andre Santos is obviously he's been piped to be the one to be the backup, and in my opinion, he has to show that level. We've seen it already in the Brazil under 21s, Copa America. He I think it's under 18s or under 21s is one of them ones if I'm not mistaken. But in that Copa America tournament, he showed his levels. He's even been called up to the Brazil squad as well. He's been a fantastic player for his team Vasco da Gama as well. The thing with me is that if I'm him, I want to show that you're able to be a good backup at this level, or if not, if Caicedo's injured, you can play that position if necessary. And I do believe, particularly of how highly rated Andre Santos is, that he may be able to do that. But again, for me, it's always about impressing the coach and showing that you are at that level. And I do believe Andre Santos can show that. The question is, will he do it? You know what I mean? I can say that I believe he can do it, but can he do it? That's the main thing. And this is why I think for him preseason is important. He needs to show that level that he can hold that midfield alongside an Enzo type player. Can do the dirty work, can be a bit of a destroyer if needed be, can be a bit of a box to box if needed be as well. So again, Andre Santos, this is a big opportunity for him. Can he take that opportunity via the scruff of his neck and really make sure to implement the fact that after Caicedo, I'm the next top dog, that's going to be the backup to him, and if he's injured, I can play that position as well. And the final player we're going to be looking at is none other than my good friend Cesare Cassidy. Cassidy, in my opinion, he's got a big opportunity as well. Obviously, there's been rumours about a loan to Leicester City. But again, much like with someone like Angel Gabriel, who's been rumoured to go to Strasbourg, if he's able to impress and show that he's got that level, he can stay at the football club. Obviously, with Italy, he's in the Italian tournament. He showed that he had levels, that he was rated one of the best players of the tournament. Well, I think he scored the most goals in the tournament as well. On his loan at Reading, he showed that he was a very good player, scored a few goals, was really respected, had a very good loan there. Now it's really about getting to the next level and showing that you can play that position well. Maybe you're playing alongside someone like a Caicedo to maybe be a backup to the Enzo-like figure. Can he do that? That is the real question. I believe, yes, he has the talent to do so, but the question is, will he be able to produce that in pre-season, I should say. And again, with a lot of these type of things, you always have to remember that, as a player, you're getting a big opportunity here. You're looking at Chelsea, they're rebuilding. Do you want to be able to get in there as quickly as possible? I do believe Cassidy has that ability again to do so. But the question I always come back to, and I've said with a lot of these players, implement that, show that in your game. Particularly, obviously you've got Wrexham. I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys will be playing against Wrexham. And then there's obviously the game against Brighton as well, which is on the Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys have got multiple opportunities here to show yourselves initially that you are ready and raring to go. Particularly with the rumours of Gallagher also leaving. Cassidy, bro, you have an ample opportunity there to really grab that role to be the backup to a Enzo Fernandez. And I know I said 5 guys, but I'm gonna add a little cheeky bonus, and that is Manolo Gusto. Malo, I mean, you already got a certified role anyway, but I just think for me, obviously Reece James, there was already rumours of a knee scare already with him, and now he's a bit slightly ill. We know that sadly with Reece James, he's slightly injury prone. He's going through that phase. Hopefully it's just a phase with Reece James. But Malo Gusto, you have an opportunity here again in pre-season. I don't think necessarily to impress Poch, but really show your levels, in my opinion. Show that you have that ability, both going forward and in defence, to be that top right wing back, that can challenge Reece James. I remember seeing you at Lyon. In terms of attacking wise, you are really one of the best up and coming right backs in my opinion. So all it is for me when it comes to talking about someone like a Malo Gusto, just show it on the pitch. Make sure you're really showing the people that Malo Gusto, I am here to compete. I am here, to get that position of Reece James if need be. And if he's not even playing injured, that's my position. I've got that on lock. And I think that's pretty much it for Malo Gusto. Alright guys, that is the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, like and subscribe. I'm doing this actually at midnight right now just to get you guys this video because I'm going to be a bit busy today. So make sure again to like and subscribe. And as always, stay blue.